So these are the R.J. Corman tracks through Philipsburg, Pennsylvania. They're only used so often per month. If I would have had every train through here since I've been up here, I probably would have 7 trains in a 4-month period. You get 3 or 4 per month, I think, through here. But these tracks are very rusty, as you can see here. Very rusty, because they don't get used so much like a main line, like for Norfolk Southern and all the mainline railroads. Got the crossing down there. So if you go the whole way down there, you'll go towards the bridge and down there. I was told by the admin in the R.J. Corman group that there was a train a day or so ago at Keating, PA, waiting for R.J. Corman to pick up and to go through here. So let's hope they can. Before I go here, you see there, you can barely see some of these ties. Look how rusty they are. Some of the spikes are coming up, but they get barely used that often. That's why they're so rusty. I know R.J. Corman's busier in other areas, unfortunately, but I wish it was like that for us, but unfortunately it's not. And got a nice parking lot to park here by the tracks to rail fan. And then here's another crossing, That's why they got to blow their horns so much when they go for town. If you go to my channel, you can see some videos from my previous trains that I had through here. Like I said, the last one I had was July 1st of this year through here, and it was going towards me. The way I'm walking is the way it came towards me, and it was loaded. It had 2 Norfolk Southern AC 44C6Ms up front, and then 2 R.J. Corman SD 40-2s trailing. The crossing's up there, and they go over a bridge past the water. This is an okay crossing here, but like I said, these tracks are really rusty, which you can see, and that's because they don't get used that often, like they should, as a main line. We can keep going up here. I've been wanting to catch them up here lately. Every time I try, I'm just never successful. So I just wish that the scanner station would be on the mobile app instead of on a regular scanner radio for R.J. Corman, but can't always get everything you want. As you can see, these are still rusty. People litter along the tracks, which is really not nice, but also while I'm walking, you can see a lot of water over there. We had a bad storm, so it was flooding. Got some flooding over there. Looks nasty. Yeah. Like I said, R.J. Corman does go through here, but just not as often. Oh my. But next month, my baby mom and I are gonna be down in a different area that's busier and that has a main line for Amtrak for the Keystone Division. And Strasburg Railroad gets some steam. That's busy every day of the week, and not like short line railroads like R.J. Corman and other areas. Here's another crossing right here before that crossing. You can see it kind of looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look like it's in the best shape, but for as old as these tracks are, it's still doing the job. See the crossing here. This is milepost WL 17.8 for R.J. Corman. And it says you can report a problem. 528173C for milepost 17.8. And that's the crossing. They got to blow through every crossing, obviously. And this is still Water Street and West Beaver Street. And like I said, the tracks are all different through the whole line here, and through where it goes through Decatur Township. You can see that they're very rusty through here. These tracks are very rusty. Like I said, if they were running more often, they'd probably be in better shape. These are terribly rusty. Look at that. Look how rusty they are. I'm not even sure what year and month that they laid down these tracks and how many pounds of track it is, but you can always check it out, and if you know, let me know. But crossings down here is pretty nice. This is where I've been wanting to catch them, down here, honestly. I'm always getting them down there at Water Street, but I'm not sure if we're going to see one today or not. You never know. And sometimes they can come different directions too, but look how rusty they are, though. You see how rusty they are? All the way down here, just rusting away. You'd think R.J. Corman would fix their railroad through their division here in Pennsylvania, but I guess not. But I'm not sure if R.J. Corman picked up the train in Keating, PA or not. But that's why I go out every day for a couple of hours, see what I can do. But here's the crossing. And I'm sure the gate still works. Got the crossing up there. The crossing's here. I'm not sure what you can do. And then the bridge is over there. Look how rusty it is. You can see how rusty it is right here on the tracks. And that's, like I said, they're not using them that often. So rusty. And then, like I said, they go through here. And then they go over that bridge over there. And then through the woods, and you can't see them. It also says R.J. Corman property, no trespassing. And so this is the view of the tracks from right here. And then, like I said, they go over there, past that bridge, and then past that building in the woods.